Okay. So, and we begin. So, last time, we ended with the death of Robin Redcap as he was bisected in half and collapsed to the ground in a pool of blood. His hat fell off. Very tragic. You all stand now in his cave, standing around his body in a circle.
We all feel dirty.
Killdrack kicks
The
up
only
on
illumination is that of Lucas's light spell, although most of you have dark vision.
Killdrack kicks the corpse and then bleeds on it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Kildrak took some non-insignificant damage during that fight.
It was very unpleasant.
Sala, you were saying something?
Filsticker says, I didn't hate him.
Well, I didn't either until he started to slice into my guts.
And now Filsticker tries to remember, what does he know about Redcaps? Does he need to, like, burn the hat now, or if he puts it on, does he turn into Robin Redcap?
If the hat is not destroyed, Robin Redcap will eventually live again.
Alright. Well, we should burn the hat now.
We'll burn it along with his body.
The body's not important. Just burn the hat.
I don't want to deal with a zombie red cap attack. Let's just burn both.
Do we need any sort of proof for the scumboggles?
Oh, let's just give them the body. They'll eat it.
That is horrifying. But
they'll eat the body, and we'll burn the hat. Perfect. Good idea, Kildrak.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was going for there.
Do they eat bodies? I thought they ate cheese.
Well, there's not enough cheese in the swamp, to supply their entire needs.
Could be a good opportunity for a trade caravan, perhaps. But I still think we should burn the body. I'm not completely comfortable with this suggestion of Kildrak's.
Kildrak is just muttering and walking away.
Fine.
Bort, Ixa, could you both roll perception for me real quick?
Oh boy.
This isn't a cave, it's a mass of spiders.
But isn't that just the natural state of all caves?
They're held together by mud.
Well, I did pretty damn good, so.
Bort, off in the darkness, your perfect dwarf vision notices that there is a pile of stuff in this cave.
There's a pile of stuff in this cave.
Well, yes, it's the Scumboggles cave, isn't it?
Yeah, since we're surrounded by, like, old broken chairs and stuff. Like, yes, there's stuff everywhere.
No. Yes.
This
is true.
This is slightly more shiny stuff.
Yes, Bort, you saw there's like a human-made backpack. It's kind of spilled out with some contents, and among that there is a fine-looking metal shield.
Alright.
Are there any books among these contents?
You're going to go get close and investigate the backpack?
I'm not going to touch it, but Lucas will sort of crouch a little, have a quick look.
Yes, there is a book in the backpack. It's kind of half exposed as the backpack lays open on the ground.
Filsticker, do you suppose the scumboggles would mind if I took a look at this, so long as we don't keep it?
Well, I suppose not, as long as they didn't, come back while you're looking at it and make some assumptions about what you're doing.
Lucas eyes the book as if considering the diplomatic ramifications. Has Balearica seen them?
No. She
Returning?
hasn't. No, she hasn't. She can confirm that there are, or if you run back close enough to confer with her, she can confirm that the scumboggles have not approached yet.
All right,
Yeah.
well, he'll poke it carefully out of the back.
Oh, that's right. I told them to stay away all day, didn't I?
You did.
He'll poke it carefully with his walking stick / magic rod, and
Okay.
see if he can free it enough to at least look at the title, if there is one.
Okay. Yes. The the book is a copy of whatever this universe's equivalent to Euclid is. It's a book of elementary mathematics.
Lucas will-
Whoever was carrying this was a nerd.
Lucas will press it back into position. There's nothing about that seems like it will pressingly solve any social issues, and the scumboggles look like they could use it.
The other contents of the bag, it looks to you to be like an explorer's pack in terms of contents. Although no food is there.
Is there
As
anything
you
like
were like standing there next to as you're like fiddling with the backpack carefully, you're there next to the shield. The shield is made of metal, but it has the shield is painted white with a blue trim around it, around the exterior, and a figure of a yellow flower painted in the center. When you get near it, you feel a pleasant, cooling breeze, or it would be pleasant were you not in a already cold cave, coming off of the shield.
Magical or cursed? Bart's gotta touch it.
You pick up the shield, and it is astonishingly light. It's half the weight of a metal shield of this size as you would expect it to be. So it's 3 pounds instead of 6. And it feels very good in your hand, and you notice that there are words written on the inside of the shield, so like what would be facing you if you were wielding it, and the words are written in the Sylvan language.
Cool. Unfortunately, Bort does not know Sylvan, but he knows that at least somebody here knows Sylvan. Hey, any of you know Sylvan?
Yeah.
Cool, read this.
Coriander knows Sylvan as well, did you say?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna whisper this to both Filsticker and Coriander with what the words on the shield say. All right. If I did that right, you should both see messages in Roll20.
I see it.
Okay.
Does anyone else?
I see it.
Then good.
I don't.
Good, I did it right then. So, Filsticker Coriander, if you look at the writing on the shields, on the shield, that is what the words translate as.
That sounds very prophetic,
Mm-hmm.
he says to Coriander.
Well, what does it say?
And suddenly neither of us are willing to read it to you. Just take the shield, Bort. Just take the shield.
I don't think we can rob the scumboggles.
It says something like along the lines of, "It shall be the day that the mountain shrinks. The shield bearer shall usher forth a world of light." It sounds very I don't know.
Prophetic.
Well, I'm certain that if we don't take it, I'm looking forward to the scumboggle savior of the swamp. But
I'll
the
just
fact that it says something on it that's of prophetic nature does not justify stealing it. Otherwise, every time you went to an inn, someone would take the shield from you. They would think, "Oh, I'll usher in an age of light. Better steal this." And that's not really how we usher in ages of light, now is it?
Well, instead of stealing it, how about we make a trade? And Bort will pull out his own perfectly normal shield and place it where the shield, the fancy shield was.
Would you accept that if the innkeeper had clinked it to you?
Shouldn't we ask them about a trade?
Yes, Silas, but that would be inconvenient. They're not going to be back for a while.
I'm
Well,
sure
we could
if
get
they
some
have,
mapping done.
I'm sure if they have any complaints about it, we could just sate them with cheese.
No, I've run out of cheese. I don't have any more cheese.
I'm
Well,
sure
but
that
you
the
are
next
basically
time...
their savior.
Yes, that's true. We'll ask them when they get back. We'll ask them if we can have this shield too, and if they are not wanting to, we'll offer to trade them some garbage we have for this. I mean, some goods we have for this shield. It is a nice shield.
Can scumboggles get drunk and do they enjoy it?
They're probably too young.
I
That's
will
never
say that
stopped a
Filsticker
dwarf
probably
before.
has never had the opportunity to test this, but I like his answer.
It just won't do. It just won't do.
Suddenly you develop morals. That's interesting.
The scumboggles are children. Man-eating monster children, but children nonetheless.
But you have to remember that as a party, we haven't witnessed the man-eating monster part. Every time we meet them, they just ask for some cheese, and they're adorable.
Yeah, only Filsticker really knows them. Well, actually, anyone else who's spent significant time in the swamp probably knows them. So
Ixa, then.
Yeah.
But I mean, also, like, I imagine the dwarf children start drinking at a very young age, so. I still
Yeah.
feel like that is definitely something that Kildrak would want to offer them.
the dwarven teat is highly modified.
I think I could have lived without that.
I mean, it wouldn't even require modification. That's just how drunk the women get when they're pregnant.
Dwarf Fortress makes so much more sense now. Yeah, though I don't think we should steal from them. I think we could just map for today and maybe ask them. I mean, they probably aren't hard to negotiate with, especially after we did something nice.
And I really doubt that they even care about it anyways. So, like, sure.
Worst case scenario, I can give them my shield, which is obviously better because it weighs twice as much. That
Yeah.
means it's twice as protective.
There you go.
Then you
Got a
guys
lot
are
more shield there.
taking advantage of the lack of economic knowledge and prices abroad.
You're damn right we are. I assume here that colonialism and empire are still very alive in this world.
Well, very much so, but very much so. um, so, do you are putting the shield back then?
I guess for now, just so that nobody claims that I'm a thief.
Well, we decided to kill Bort ourselves because he was trying to steal from you. Now, can we have this shield?
Okay. So you put the shield back, and you were heading back out then?
Well, before we head back out, is there anything else of note in the pack?
It's an explorer's pack. So there's a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches. The food is all missing. There's 50 feet of rope and a water skin. An empty water skin.
You know, I do have to wonder, since we're sitting here arguing about the morality and ethics of taking a shield of prophecy, how did it end up here? Why is the backpack here? And why isn't the person?
The red cap.
Well, yes, they are born from a tragic murder. And, you know, people are always tragically murdering each other.
Well, my point being,
It
Was it the
doesn't
red cap that
really
did it?
belong.
or did the scumboggles do it? Because they're the only two that I know of that are in this cave.
Well, and the scumboggles, as we can see from all this garbage in here, love to drag garbage into the cave. It's not that far-fetched that they just found this backpack wherever the tragic murder happened and brought it in here.
It's not as though you purchase shields of property. Whoever had it, there would be some sort of a story to it. I definitely think we should get their permission before we take it.
Well, since Fullsticker isn't owning up on the fact that scumboggles are vicious murder machines, Kildrak is going to go along.
They're just swamp babies.
I mean, I think we were explicitly told that they were vicious murder machines when we first met them.
And they grow up into
Are we?
crocodiles.
I think
Like-
Phil Sticker. I think the first time you encountered them, Phil Sticker did say that they eat people, but you know they also like cheese.
Hmm.
I think. I don't know. It's been like 18 sessions.
Well,
Right.
if we had it recorded, we would be able to check.
I mean, I could go back, but I don't remember what
Well,
session you first.
I think
encountered
at this
Gumball.
point, it's kind of like the characters have also been dicking around in the swamp for ages. So
Yeah.
if I don't remember and y'all don't remember, character probably doesn't remember either. So
I feel like that what I would probably have said was just they like cheese, and I would act like it was urgent that they like cheese, and not actually say why it was urgent.
that also does seem very likely. So, anyways, yeah, Kildrak isn't going to press the issue anymore.
Yes.
Well,
You guys
cheese
have
is
all
much
seen,
easier to consume.
You guys have all seen Space Quest, right? The
You mean
No.
Galaxy Quest?
Galaxy Quest. That's it. Yeah, you've
Oh,
all seen Galaxy
yes.
Quest. Yeah, just I don't know. Like
That is
imagine
such
the
a great
little
movie.
it's a great movie, yeah. But just like imagine the little child aliens, ripping each other apart. Make them green, and that's a scumboggle. But yeah, okay. So leaving the stuff there, you head back out of the cave.
We do.
It's
Right.
mapping time.
Aha! You have forgotten the trap from last week. You all die in fire. No, I'm joking.
Damn it.
Yes. So you carefully step over the exploding fire trap and get back to your boats.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we should disable that fire trap before the
Yeah.
scum boggles.
I was about to
Good
say. the
thinking,
same
Phil
thing.
Sticker.
It might
I'll
be-
wait outside.
Sorry, Bort. I said
Or-
that before you could.
Or we could not disable it.
I am sure that everyone in the party looks at Bort with an expression of horror.
Killjack
is
just walks out
correct.
of the cave.
He's like, or we could not disable it. Then he starts cackling to himself and stealing
But the
his cigarette.
scum boggles!
But then we could take the shield and nobody would care.
I just love
Okay.
the fact that these vicious
That-
murder machines have become just swamp children to our entire party.
But think about it this way: what if that's their trap and not the red caps? Wouldn't they be upset that we disabled their security system?
Well, they can just set it again.
I mean, the security system has failed miserably, so
If it was their trap, they'd have told us about it. We should disable it.
Fair enough.
No, honestly, they probably wouldn't have. They probably just forgot about it. Yeah, let's disable it.
Killjack is definitely going to leave because he's not of any use on this and doesn't want to be caught on fire.
Yes. So, what's your plan to disable this? Are you going to try and like, remove the trigger mechanism without setting it off, or are you just going to, I don't know, do something to trigger it remotely?
We could just one of us climbs up there and like picks up
Oh,
the fire
wait,
pot.
actually, I could just do unseen servant ritual cast. Have it set the damn thing off.
You could.
I mean, that's an option, anyways.
But perhaps setting it off isn't ideal. It might be better to just disable it.
Yeah, probably.
So, who's going to try and disable it?
What does that involve exactly?
Well, you could either, I suppose the most direct way would be to try and climb up there and remove the fire pot, which is what Filsticker was suggesting. Or I suppose
well-
you could cut the tripwire and like slowly let it out and down and collect it. I'm not
Right,
sure.
well,
I'm not exactly sure of the physics of this trap.
Yeah, I'd just want to climb up there and pick it up.
I will say that Ixa does have trap sense, so she gets advantage on saving throws against the damn resistance to damage to it. But if someone else wants to try it, I won't stop you.
Due to racism, we're all aware that kobolds like traps. Hey, Ixa, can you climb up there and grab that, remove that fire pot from the mechanism?
She looks up and says, Ixa will try.
Okay. I'm going to say that the primary test here is like climbing up there without losing your footing or anything. So give me an athletics check.
And it's something she's actually decent at. Or not.
Okay, so I was looking for a 10,
Which I did not get.
which you did not get. Oh wait, yes, because trap senses advantage on saving throws against traps. Resistance to any damage. Trapsmith does not help you. Okay, I guess you don't have anything that gives you advantage here.
Nope.
Okay, so Ixa slips, falls, triggers the trap. Since you have you now need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Which I will have advantage on.
Yes.
Not that it matters very much.
Okay. And as Ixa lands, she rolls just out of the way to avoid the splash of oil and the fire that follows, and only gets burnt a little bit on her tail.
Filsticker chucks Robin's hat into the fire.
the hat burns up, and Ixa, you take like a small amount of damage, which gets after it's been halved like 2 different times. So just like mark off a hit point or something.
Okay.
'Cause I lost where I wrote down how much damage this trap did, but yes.
She just rubs at her tail, then grumbles something about not being the best kobold.
Mm-hmm. But yes, the trap has been inflamed.
Thank you, Ixa. She has to take rogue levels so that she can make up for her failure.
But yeah, the oil burns up, and the cave is filled with black smoke, and you all will die of lung cancer in like 20 years. But for now, you're fine.
I know. I waited outside. I was
Oh.
very clear.
Yes, you did. You're fine.
Goldrock too.
Yes.
Magic's
Magically-
real. We'll survive. We'll
If
just
only
get
we
healed.
brought someone with druid craft, but
And you're out of the cave. So you return to your boats.
we do.
Okay. Organize yourselves in your boats. So,
So you go in the other boat.
Yeah, Corandeer doesn't need anyone.
That's why he's got the undead canoe, so
Mhm.
it can keep up if we've got half of us rowing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you set off. I believe you said your objective for the rest of the day is going to be to map this hex.
Sounds good to me.
Do we know how to get back here? So that we can come bug the scummuggles?
You will.
I will literally draw us a map.
Good.
Yes, you certainly will once you have a map. Okay. So you head out and I'm gonna save that for later. Yeah. Go ahead and give me your cartography roll.
Sorry about that. I'm debating whether to use human determination here or to save it in case of disease. I think I will use it here. I think mapping is my primary, so I am activating for advantage.
Okay,
Natural 20.
excellent. Over to the map layer. Copy the map token. Scumboggle Cave has been mapped. Excellent. So, you spend the rest of the day mapping, knowing that you told the Scumboggles to stay away for the rest of the day, so that you won't be able to find them until tomorrow. So you set up camp for the night. Everyone is fine, except Bort. You've been resorting to drinking swamp water again.
Of course.
So give me a con save with advantage. Okay. You're still not sick. Everyone should be amazed that you have not started shitting yourself to death yet.
Bort, are you dead?
I'm not sure anymore.
He's been thoroughly swamped.
That's disconcerting.
Yes.
I'm afraid
Maybe-
this is going to require some research. There's not much I
Maybe-
can do, but continue to take notes.
Maybe Mama replaced his guts with a swamp animal's guts. Maybe he's part Scumboggle.
No, the church was able to identify this. He's been cursed. He can only drink the swamp water now. I'll do what I can for that, but I'm still studying the curse. Curse breaking is not something I've practiced yet. But I'll have to learn. Seems as though they're common enough here.
Mm-hmm. But yes, if that is, yeah. So there's that's your day. Next morning, weather, clear skies, swamp sounds. Clear skies, new morning. What is the plan? Returning to Scumboggle Cave?
Yes.
Okay. So you all get in your boats and row on back to Scumboggle Cave, and there is a Scumboggle sitting outside, and he sees you, and he excitedly runs inside, and then runs back out. And there are a few Scumboggles. Filsticker, you recognize some of these Scumboggles as the ones from yesterday. And
Good.
yes,
The Scumboggles haven't been conquered by rival Scumboggles.
not yet. And and one of them comes back out, and he's carrying some sort of large thing made of sticks and swamp weeds.
Wonderful.
And as you approach, the Scumboggles come up, and they start chirping at you excitedly in Sylvan. There's lots of thank you. You killed Robin Redcap. We're free. We're free. Etc. Etc. The one slightly smarter Scumboggle who was leading them yesterday, is steps forward and he says, "You did your promise, so we will do ours." And he takes this this large stick and swamp weed woven thing, and he puts it on your head, Billsticker. And,
Oh, glory.
and like the horns of your sorcerer helmet go through it, and now you have this these sticks all around your head, and he says to you, this great Scumboggle hat. All Scumboggles will know you are a friend to Scumboggle. You will not be eaten.
Most wonderful thing. And I hope that you will enjoy Robin Redcap.
They laugh.
Well, one other thing. We would like to know if you would trade us for that silver shield you have. And he says silver as the color rather than the material. I'm sure they're different words in Sylvan.
Right. They say, but we like that shield. We sit on it when it gets too hot.
Alright, it's a magical breeze-making shield.
They make a compelling point.
Yes,
I definitely wouldn't want to give up my AC.
It is +1 to AC. Air conditioning.
God, that's such a bad joke, but it's great.
Let me confer with my friends to see if we have anything else that we could trade you that would do a similar job. Just a second. Alright, Filsk turns around to the others and he says, okay, they say that they sit on the shield when it's too hot because it has a nice breeze, apparently. Do we have any things we can trade to them that would be a suitable replacement, or can we think of something? Maybe a series of tubes that air passes over that are filled with rush.
Could Lucas roll intelligence to know that if they were to take some like logs or a fallen tree, leave it in the swamp, bring it in here, the transpiration and the evaporation will actually lower the temperature in here. It was how people used to do it before the days of air conditioning.
But this is already a very humid cave, right? So probably no water would leave the logs. I assume that Matt factors all this in.
That seems like something you could know with an intelligence check.
No, Saul, if he cared about details like that, he
Well,
would
I
be
don't.
running GURPS.
Oh, right, he's a shit GM.
I mean, I don't suppose one of the dwarves could suggest that we dig them a extra hole in the cave so that they get airflow.
I mean,
You could.
yeah.
We can dig out a little bit of their cave extra. I think that would let airflow and would keep them cool.
I'm just curious how a cave gets hot.
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
Maybe it's a very poorly formed cave. We could modify the cave. It'd be good practice.
Damn, I can't use minor illusion to change temperature. I totally wasn't planning to cheat them or anything.
Alright, so I guess that we'll just have to see if they'll accept us remodeling their cave a bit, so that they
Well,
can get air.
And I mean,
flowing through it.
what is your shield made of? Is it metal or is it wood?
It's Dwarven shield, so probably metal.
I mean, metal is. I mean, in a cave, it's gonna already be kind of cool. Like, maybe just a normal metal shield will be cool enough for them to sit on.
These
mean-
are all serious downgrades from their shield of +1 AC.
Yes. I like the enhancing their cave idea, though. Maybe we can give them the shield, but also we modify the cave and we explain to them that it will make the whole cave somewhat cooler.
It's worth a shot.
Okay. Filstica turns back to the boss, Scumboggle.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to my dwarves, who all live in caves. They love caves. They're experts on caves. And they told me they have a plan where they could add some extra holes in some places on your cave that would let air move so that the whole cave would be less hot.
Well, that sounds good, but like,
Also, we'll give you that one's shield. He points at Bort with his fine dwarven shield.
the Scumboggle approaches you, Bort. Go ahead.
Bort will watch it carefully.
It reaches out its grubby, scummy hands, and it touches your shield, and then it rubs its face on your shield.
Bort will just, try not to move.
Mm-hmm. And with its cheek like pushed up against the shield, it's like, well, this is pretty cool, but I mean, it's not as good. And making the caves better is nice, but we won't be able to, like, I mean, we can't take the cave with us when we're out, hunting for food.
Oh, I see. You take the shield with you.
But, I mean, if you had a lot of these, so that, like, everyone could have something, instead of us all fighting over the one good shield.
That's very forward thinking of you. You're a very good leader.
What did it say?
Oh, he said if they could get a lot of those shields that aren't as good as the shield he has, it would decrease internal tensions in the tribe, because they wouldn't fight over the one good shield, because everyone would have this not as good shield. So if we could get numerous shields, that would be perfect.
Why don't we come back for this shield after we've done a shopping trip? Perhaps we can give them, I don't know, 100 pounds of cheese.
Shopping trip.
I mean,
By that you mean murdering a bunch of skeletons, right?
No, I mean, after the next time we go to Kling, we buy 100 pounds of cheese and bring it
Oh,
here.
I was just assuming that we would loot a bunch of dead skeletons for their shields.
I mean, honestly, we could probably just buy enough shields to trade them.
They might want
But just
cheese
for the-
more than shields, but I don't know.
Shields are weirdly expensive in comparison to like weapons.
I don't know. See if they want
Really
cheese
not
or
a
the
good
shields
comparison.
more. I guess.
I don't remember shields being that expensive.
All right,
Actually.
now they're 10 gold. I was looking at simple weapons.
Still, like 100 gold worth
Yeah.
of cheese is going to be a lot of cheese.
Yeah, yes, it is. All right, Filsticker tells him, okay, we're going to return at a later date with a suitable trade for that shield. Don't let anyone else take it, because we want it.
And don't forget to tell them that nobody else will be offering what we are offering.
Right. Also, other people, will probably try to cheat you or steal it or something.
Okay.
What terrible monsters they would be.
Thank you very much. I have enjoyed interacting with you and your noble tribe of scumboggle.
Mm-hmm.
May ever you dwell in the swamp.
Mm-hmm. You will always be friends to scumboggles as long as you keep your hat.
Wonderful. He tries to judge the endurance of this hat. I'm assuming it's not very high.
You're probably going to have to do repairs on it, like every time you camp. But as long as you have this hat, scumboggles will know you are a friend and will approach peacefully instead of trying to ambush you and eat your flesh.
Perfect.
Also, you will have advantage on any persuasion rolls against scumboggles.
Perfect.
Well, there's the problem. You didn't do any persuasion rolls there.
Alright. Yeah, now I'll do a persuasion roll later when we don't actually have enough shields. Or they're like wood or something. Well, no, the wood's better because it's lighter. I know
wanting-
it's even more not as good, but it's lighter. You have to make a trade-off.
I
Your
kept on
trade-off.
wanting to try and rig up some reason why dwarves would know about water.
Know
But
about
of
what?
course, then I found out that they wanted to be mobile. So
Dwarves could know about mist generators.
I don't think we're going to end up replacing their cooling shield with an item that serves a similar function. This might be a case of trading them something they value more than a cooling shield, like an adequate supply of cheese and whatever else they like.
yeah, but I just wanted to make a weird fantasy water cooling system.
Yes. All right then. So, it's still early in the day yet. Philsticker has what looks to be a giant bird's nest on his head, and you are outside Scumboggle Cave. From where do you go? Or to where do you
We are following the orange path.
All right. Very good. So moving at double time today?
Yep.
Yes. People in the front, give me perception checks with disadvantage.
Front boats or just front?
Yeah, I'll allow front boats.
Nicely done, Silas. Very consistent.
Good God.
In his way, Board is also consistent.
Does this include Ixa? I'm not completely certain which boats are the front boats.
There's an arrow. It's kind of stuck.
Yes.
Yeah, you're in the front boats.
Okay.
Well, at least one of us isn't blind.
Bord is sticking his head in the water, and Ixa is transfixed on staring at Bort.
Koldrak is too busy playing his axe.
Silas, you detect with your amazing perception up ahead of you a ball of poisonous snakes engaged in some sort of bizarre activity. As they thrash about and swim in and out of this horrible pool of venomous doom.
Yeah, no, he just says, I want nothing to do with this, and steers the boat around.
All right.
Assuming it's not like a huge area.
Yeah. Silas and
Just the
Kild.
corpse pile and the snake pile.
Yeah, it's not quite that huge. But Silas and Kildrak, roll stealth to direct your boats around this around this
shit.
swarm. You just need to beat a 10.
Whew.
Okay. Yeah.
Stealth is one of my worst by far.
But there you go. You direct you avoid the swarm of poisonous snakes, and successfully avoid what could have been a annoying encounter. And by evening, I have grabbed the wrong tile. No, I don't want the words. I want the you are here. I think I need to move that to the front. To front. All right. And you arrive at your destination. Oh wait, no, you don't. Sorry. You get here, and then you see that your destination is currently the location of the corpse pile. It moved there while you were busy dealing with scumboggles.
We can go look at the mushroom.
That would involve navigating at high speed into unknown territory. We'll have to adjust course accordingly. For now, we'll just have to make camp here. If the corpse pile is still there in the morning, we'll have to consider whether we want to delay the Katobla Pass and just finish some scouting around Clink before we head back, or if we want to cut out a hex from this plan and only map one more hex on our way to the Katobla Pass.
Okay. So you you rest there for the night. Kildrak, you're going to need to make a Constitution save.
Okay.
Let's see, disease number 7. Ooh. Okay, you do get advantage on this one.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool. I guess I'm safe.
Okay. So Kildrak, you made your save, but here's what happens. As you're sitting around camp for the day, you feel something drop onto your back, and you reach over and you pull it out, and you have it caught in your hands, and it's some sort of like weird leech-like worm, but it has like a circular toothed mouth with like a spike that juts out from the center, like one single thin, sharp, long tooth. And you have this caught in your hand where it can't quite get at you, but it's just wriggling and trying to jab you with that needle.
It is horrifying and disgusting, but as long as he's got it held safely, he's going to call over Lucas, because either he will be absolutely enthralled or horrified, and either way, it's a win. Hey, Lucas, I got a thing here. You want to look at it? It's weird.
Yes, let's have a look.
Okay, Lucas, I believe that you talked to Mama about these things before, so I'm going to say that she probably told you how to recognize one. This is a transfiguration worm.
Did it bite?
No, he made his save, so he felt it before it numbed him for the infection.
Did
for-
Mama say if a jar would hold it?
She did not say one way or the other, but looking at it, you suspect that it might.
Well, I will put it in one of my vials, and I will put the vial in the chest, wrapped up in I don't know. So we found plenty of some rags.
Sure. Okay. So you have captured a transfiguration worm.
Yeah, we'll hawk that to Mama when next we see her, which might be soon. This Katobla Pass expedition might be. We've made a lot of detours. I don't know if we're still going to have time.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So Bort. I've got good news and I've got bad news.
Bad news is that
Which do you want first?
I guess the bad news.
Well, the bad news is you got diarrhea. The good news is
dysentery.
the good news is that means you're probably not actually dead.
Yet.
Yes. So, diarrhea is a very, very bad disease to have in the swamp. When you're under stress and you roll a d20, if your die comes up a 1 to a 5, you will violently shit yourself. And there are penalties that follow from that.
That's a pretty high likelihood.
It is.
We need to keep Bart away from any source of stress at all whatsoever.
I mean,
you get to you'll get to roll again every day, and you need 2 saves to recover. They don't have to be back to back.
Jesus. Does this count as a disease?
Yes.
I mean, I can cure it, I think.
I mean,
Sukadixa.
Oh, right. Okay.
it's not horrible. What am I rolling against?
No, just anytime you roll a d20, if the die comes up 1 to 5, you shit yourself.
Okay.
So your
that's
attack rolls, your saving throws.
pretty awful.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
thinking we need to cure this.
specifically saying rolls made under stress. So, this is like if you're like in combat or something.
Would lay on hands heal that?
If you spent 5 points to cure a disease,
Yeah, and if he's obviously sick, I think Ixon would probably do that.
Mhm.
Although if this is the kind of thing where we don't know he's sick until it happens, then, well, that's different.
I'm assuming that failing the save means he went to the restroom that night and was like, "Oh, okay, I'm sick."
Okay, yeah, so then if he tells her, she'll heal him.
Bort's probably not going to let it be known unless it becomes dire.
Oh,
Yeah.
this was a short rest, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
So
burn
you
a
can-
hit die.
Okay.
And
Oh, minimal.
Jesus.
All right.
At least I've got that.
Yep. That's not bad then.
Yeah.
Silas is also spending a hit die.
And you get the 1d6 too.
Oh, you're terrible at rolling that.
Okay.
Technically, I didn't need it because 11 was enough to get me back up to full health.
Well, then I'll take it.
Afraid you can't, but so Does anyone else have any short rest things they need to take care of?
Not unless anyone needs a potion or something.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got one to burn, I'm still at 28 of 39 hit points.
I do.
Okay, then I'll take that gladly.
All right, enjoy.
Yay! That puts me to max.
I will have a new one right away, and in the morning I'll have the spell slot back.
Cool.
Okay. So as you are camping for the night, whoever is on watch will witness that the corpse pile returns to its previous position, moving back into the mushroom hex by morning, leaving you a clear path forward if you wish to take it. I need to roll for weather.
Sorry, already planned the detour.
Use the barrel roll to get through.
So the question then becomes: we do have like one spare day. We could probably still make this route work, and just be arriving about the same time as the help. They wouldn't be waiting long for us to get back if they happen to beat us back. Or we could cut out one hex of mapping. How do people feel about this? Or we could try today to make a beeline for this one and risk the disadvantage, which would make up for the lost time.
I mean, I was assuming that we were going to be rushing to that other hex anyways, just to avoid the corpse pile trying to murder us.
Okay.
There are probably still undead in the area. Or just left.
That's true.
Then we will. Is there any reason for us not to fish?
No.
We might catch undead fish.
I guess
Well-
we'll.
But unless this is that one version of Dwarf, it's probably not the worst thing.
You'll catch a carp. Undead
I guess-
carp.
Normal carp.
It's bad
Do
enough.
you guys want to risk it?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right.
not?
Let's get that survival check on the way too. Before I mark off today's supplies, I'll mark off the full supplies.
10's enough to get food.
Oh, cool. How much food?
1d6 plus wisdom mod.
So I got 4 food.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, as you're making your way, oh, I do need. Sorry, I've been forgetting. Corinder, you need to roll navigation.
Navigation. What?
Well, you get your reroll as for your favorite terrain. What?
Did you like hit your head?
I'm still concerned about my arms starting to turn to moss.
Didn't we
Yes,
fix
that's-
that?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I think maybe.
Well, if we didn't,
No.
we've got more of the cure in the box over here. So,
yeah, we fixed that.
I don't want to turn to moss.
well, you won't. We have plenty of scumboggle root, or what was it called again?
Bogglewort.
Bogglewort. Excuse me. Somewhat more disgusting sounding name.
Yes. So you fall off of the map, and you don't know where you are. And while you're trying to sort this out and figure out where it is that you are, you come across a place where the water is that you've never been to before, where the water is very, very low. And you see lots of little ghostly fires in the area. And Silas, Kildrak, you two give me perception checks.
Well, I guess Silas is busy, like, sniffing his arms or something. I don't know.
Kildrak, through the trees, you see a ghostly figure. A man floating just above the surface of the water. His figure is blue, like the ghostly woman that you encountered in Godfried's house. But there's a spark of red light in his chest. He's wearing armor. It looks like the armor that the ancient skeletons you've encountered had, but of a higher quality. And there is a sword on his belt and a longbow on his back. It looks like the spirit of a long dead adventurer or warrior. He seems to be brooding mysteriously.
Right, so he's not immediately aggressive, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Is this something that Kildrak might have encountered before or read about?
I don't think he probably hasn't encountered one, but he knows about a little bit about everything. So, yes. I don't know. I guess we'll call it Arcana. This is like a magical thing.
Nope.
A 4. A 4. You. It's a ghost. It's a spooky ghost.
Well, it's spooky, all right. I think, given his encounter with the previous one and the fact that it isn't like immediately trying to attack, he's gonna, like, I guess, signal to the rest that there's something there, and I think he's gonna hail it, just like, "Hi there. Are you okay?" Which is, you know, without a doubt, stupid thing to say to a ghost. But it worked out last time, so.
Mm-hmm. It turns to face him, and the red light in its eyes, or in its chest, now illuminate its eyes as well as it stares down at Kildrak, floating there a few feet off the surface of the water. He says, "Okay, do I look okay to you?" And you see that there is like a bleeding wound in his neck.
Well, that's fair. No, not really. Unfortunately, I couldn't see that at the angle before. Sorry.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
No, I would imagine
trained
not.
so hard for this. It was ready. Should have been mine.
Trained for what?
Everything. Trained with the sword my entire life to be taken down with a before the battle even began. Isn't fair.
Were you
They should be
betrayed?
singing songs about me.
Were you betrayed to be taken down before a battle began?
No. 'Twas the enemy's arrow that slew me.
That is harsh and unfortunate.
Why were humans fighting over the swamp?
That's a good question.
It wasn't a swamp then.
Oh, it was in the bad old days.
That was quite a long time ago then.
It used to be a very fertile valley. Till the god came.
And what year was it? Lucas will say, carefully recording all of this.
He rattles off some year that's like 1,000 years ago.
So this swamp is less than 1,000 years old. That's fascinating to Lucas. Does the geological evidence support that?
Is he a geologist? I thought he was a cartographer.
Well, there's some crossover.
And
Back in
like,
the old days, there wasn't enough to know for there to be a difference.
Then he may have noticed He may have noticed that with the caves. The couple of caves and crevices he's explored.
They don't seem consistent with an area that's been a wetland for like a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right. He's feeling very pleased with himself for having discovered this, and he's trying not to smile because the ghost story is sad.
The ghost looks over at Bort in his shiny plate armor and Kildrak with his axe and Ixa and Silas and he's looking over you and he says, "You think you're the better than me, don't you?"
why would I think that?
Because you're out here. You haven't died. You found glory, haven't you? You've had victory.
I'll be honest, I don't think anyone knows our names yet.
I mean, I guess you could claim that we have, but I don't know, man. We've spent most of our time getting sick.
And distributing cheese.
That's true. We have given away a lot of cheese.
And we have lost people.
Still unclear on
Some
the
fairly early in our expedition. It's been unfortunate.
Kildrak, roll persuasion.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, son of a...
You stupid dumb ghost. Of course
my-
we're better than. I mean, no, we're not. You know, we're.
My
sick.
one friggin' job. What the hell?
Yeah. The red in the ghost grows up more more furious, and he draws his sword and he looks at Kildrak and says, "You mock me. You come here to the place of my death and you mock me. I will have satisfaction."
Oh, shit. I think
I think you could still technically beg forgiveness.
I guess. I was actually leaning more towards trying to intimidate the hell out of him, but I wasn't sure how to go about that with a ghost.
Yes, you're going to scare the hell out of a ghost. That's the best idea ever.
I mean, it's not like any single part of this conversation has really been a good idea. So
What are you going to do? Kill him?
I don't know. Threaten not to kill him. Yeah, no. I don't think Kildrak would really beg apology on that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see that happening. Definitely, he'd be much more inclined to like raise the battle axe and try and threaten the guy. Although I can't really think of anything for that. So
All right.
unless anyone else has an idea.
Oh wait, no, paladins don't get turn undead. I was gonna suggest Ixa do that. It
He's
would've been funny.
technically my ancient enemy. I don't know how to do anything but antagonize him either.
Can Lucas try to talk him down? I have a strategy.
You can try, but I've already typed in the initiative roll, so it's gonna have to be convincing.
Hold on. Before you begin, I'd really like to get your name. You know, ancient soldier. You've been in this swamp for 1,000 years. There's a lot your story could teach us, and the people of Nilfenberg need to hear about what's happened to you. You'll be a very important figure in history, and it can't go unrecorded.
Okay. I will let you roll persuasion then.
Don't fuck it up.
Okay. He says, "My name is Arturius, and I will make you remember." And then he rolls initiative.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard for us to remember something if we're all so dead.
Maybe he won't kill Lucas then.
Or we become undead.
Now I get a good roll.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I guess we're all rolling initiative, or is this just...
I mean, he doesn't have any way of stopping you from interfering, unless you're going to be like, "Yep, I'm going to sit back and watch how this goes."
Oh, I mean, I thought we were all gonna watch Kildrak duel a ghost, not like all fight him.
It's your call.
All right. That went badly. I'm gonna get myself in the turn order and then just edit that 22 in.
Okay. Alright. Everyone
I
who's...
mean, Bort is completely incapable of hurting this guy anyway, but I figured at the very least, Bort can, you know, drag people out of danger if all else fails.
Okay. So, Lucas, Arturius has made this declaration, has risen his sword up, and is about to try and bring it down on Kildrak. You see this about to happen, you have the initiative.
Lucas will blast him with a firebolt.
Okay. You want to roll it? Well, hey, that's a hit.
Lucas solving all his problems.
Good damage.
Fighting.
I know, it's so not like him.
Oops, I need to roll his hit points. Plus that many. Okay.
If only we'd gotten the shield already. At least Bort could bash him with the magic shield.
At least you'd die cold.
No, but the shield is magic and shields can be used as a weapon. I could actually hurt him. I don't have any magic items.
Well, most ghosts in this edition, I don't know for this ghost or how KSB has brought it in, still take half damage from regular weapons.
Wow.
That's true. Most ghosts in the books have resistance to non-magical weapons, but not immunity.
I don't know whether to be thankful or disappointed.
I know that exact feeling. So okay, yes. Lucas's fire hits the ghost, and now the ghost is on fire. You made it worse.
You're not helping.
But Kildrak, you have the initiative. You see a blow coming, but you may act.
Let's see. I don't think I can do that. I think I'm going to... I'm going to mock it.
Cool.
You already died once. You think you can win this time?
Let's see. It's got a -1 as its wisdom save. It does a 16 save.
Jesus Christ, yes.
He seems too enraged to be harmed by your mockery.
Nope, that's unfortunate.
Yes. Silas.
I guess since we all jumped in, then Silas is gonna stab it.
Okay, you have a pike, so you can probably reach it.
Yeah, from the maximum distance allowed. Or he was gonna watch the duel.
Oh, wait. No, it takes half damage, so I need to... There we go. Okay. You jab it in its ghostly cloak. Tear the ethereal fabric. Bort. Kind of far away.
Right. I don't suppose I could get in the way of the attack and be like defensive and shit, right?
No, you'd have to like... That would be difficult.
Right. I'll, shoot. I guess I'll just have to shoot it with my heavy crossbow.
Okay.
'Cause that seems like the thing that can be done in this situation.
And since it's like floating up above the ground, and as humans, it's much taller than Kildrak, so I'm gonna say that it doesn't have like cover to you. Oh, but you rolled a 10.
Probably didn't hit.
Yeah, you didn't hit with a 10. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So the ghost, it brings down its sword, to try and kill Kildrak for his insults.
I only just started insulting. That doesn't hit.
It perceived earlier insults that were not intended. And it's going to use and it just keeps swinging in a blind fury. It's using an ability it has. It lets it make an attack with a bonus action, but everyone gets advantage on attack rolls until its next turn against it.
Nope.
It shouldn't have done that.
No, it shouldn't. Jesus Christ. +6?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's swinging down at you and with just this flurry of blows, but Kildrak is parrying and keeping himself defended. while mocking it in effect. While mocking it. Ixa.
Alright, so if she moves up behind Kildrak, can she reach it with her sword?
Not really, no. If you had a reach weapon.
No. This sucks, 'cause I really wanted to hit it with a sword and not a javelin, because javelins really kind of suck, but she'd have to jump out of the boat to do that, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think I can use Divine Smite with the javelins too.
You can. You can use Divine Smite with thrown weapons.
Yeah, alright. Since I'd rather her not get out of the boat, she'll try throwing a javelin. Even with advantage, that's a miss.
Yep. Javelin splooshes into the water. Quarandir.
Yeah, let's see here. Can I name this thing as my prey?
What is the requirements for that?
It says creature.
I believe medium undead counts as creatures. I believe a creature
right.
is just like anything that isn't anything that's like a character.
Okay.
And isn't like a.
Well, then I claim it as prey.
Okay.
And from a bonus action, and then I will shoot it with an arrow.
Okay. A 9 does not hit. So arrow goes splush. Filsticker.
Same attack as ever.
Very good.
Hopefully an 18.
An 18 does indeed hit.
Oh, good. I still think of these numbers in terms of 3rd edition for some reason. I guess because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah. So that hits, and that much like the fire, seems much more effective than Silas's spear, as the bolt of force damages the form of the ghost.
Its swampiness should be particularly aggravating to him. Filsticker declares,
Liar, the swamp is always accepted.
Lucas, we're back to you.
Well, I guess I'll try to shoot the ghost again.
Burn it up. Well, all right then.
Wow.
Well, all right then. So this ghost, partially discombobulated by the swamp energy, is now being engulfed in even more flame, and the undead is screaming and cursing all of your names and swearing bloody murder and vengeance upon you. And Kildare,
So-
it's your turn.
Yeah, so don't we have advantage?
Oh shit! Yes, you do. I'm sorry. Yeah, Quarandir, you
It hasn't mattered yet.
It mattered.
Yeah, no,
for
it mattered on
Quarandir.
Quarandir's.
Oh, so it did. I apologize.
Yeah, Quarandir, you actually did hit. I forgot you had advantage because it used Martial Fury. So
Okay.
roll that damage now.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
How do you?
I get, well, because one, it's. Let's see here. I have a crit, and then I have a plus d6.
I rolled the plus D6.
But the D6 also crits. Any die that's added to your damage crits. So that is in fact 19 damage.
Jesus.
Does halving of damage round up or down?
It's a D20 system, so I don't know.
You know, you'd think
Better
I'd have had
decide
that committed
that
to memory,
now.
but somehow I don't. Let me quickly check.
Yeah, does half of 19 become 18, or sorry, does it become 8, or does it become 9? Or, yeah, sorry. No, you know what I mean, 9 or 10. Wait, never mind, it doesn't matter in this case,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. because it had 9 hit points. Still look that up so I can remember to forget it next time. So yes, actually, Quarandir shot the undead in the same arrow wound in its neck, which killed it the first time. And as it's freaking out about this, your 2 magic users in tandem blast it with their magic, and the ghost explodes into a burst of a shockwave of ghostly energy.
Regret.
Which
After Kildrak finishes shielding himself from the shockwave, he just looks down and goes, "I just wanted to talk, you dick."
and but the swamp now grows quiet.
It is rounded down.
Okay, yes, but that still would have been 9, so that was the damage I needed.
I didn't do it on the first turn, but on the second one, I was gonna have Silas rage and then attack, and then have ghosts fighting each other.
Mm-hmm. And then we would have to decide if it was Silas's ancestors who were the same people who the Empire was fighting here before this was a swamp.
But now we'll never need to know.
Now it will remain undetermined. But yes. So now you are sitting here in some ancient battlefield. Sans ghost.
Is the ghost fire still around? Like the random floating balls of ghostliness?
I think that they dissipated when the shockwave went off.
Alright.
Anything left of the old battlefield to loot?
You can look around and search the area if you wish.
By which, of course, I mean archaeologically explore.
Mhm.
I mean, mind you, Kildrak is going to be muttering about ghosts the whole time, but yeah, he's going to go like poke around a little.
All right. So you're gonna like hop off the boat and like look for treasure under the water then?
Oh, it's actually like underwater still? Okay, no.
Yeah, but it's like very shallow here.
I don't know. Probably not. I thought that it was like actually raised like a small island or something.
No.
It's been 1,000 years anyway.
I mean, Bort doesn't give a shit about swamp water anymore. He'll comb the water for like whatever shit's under it.
Sure. Roll. I guess roll perception.
All right, I'm terrible at this,
or
but whatever.
Investigation. I don't know. One of those. Okay. Well, you rolled a 2, so it don't matter what I told you to roll.
I should have held on because I'm better at investigation.
It would have been a +1. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That probably wouldn't have made a big difference. Yeah, Bort just wades through the water and doesn't find shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He thinks he found something and then pulls it up and it's a rock. Yep. That's a rock.
Can he use stone cutting on it?
It's a completely worthless, ordinary, sedimentary rock.
Okay. He throws it back in the water, and it probably lands on something that's actually valuable and covers it forever.
Yes, it lands on the the +3 Holy Avenger that was lost in in the swamp in the ancient days, and pushes it a little bit farther into the swamp, the murky muck, and it disappears forever.
Oh well, nothing here. May as well move on.
Yep. And you get back in your boat.
Well, if you guys would like to do a search in the area, we can just... I can cast Locate Objects and ask if there's a magic item, but I guess we've got some magic items, so it wouldn't necessarily be close enough. Do we have any magic items, actually? Is anyone carrying a magic item?
I've got the Pipes of Haunting. They're definitely magic.
Shoot. Are we gonna kill track Crow away a little? Yeah, alright, let's just try to find our way back to Clink. We're expected there in 10 days. We have no idea where we are.
Oh, also, at some point, since I've only got one charge used on the pipes, I think it's been like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it's been a few. It's definitely fully recharged by now.
Yeah, okay.
I should probably write like roll for recharging magical items into the camp. You know, short rest.
Yeah, it happens as part of our disease roll or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I could even like write a reminder of that into the miasma check. But yeah. Okay. So you don't know where you are. You have a few different options here for figuring that out. I suppose that Lucas could probably roll like cartography.
That seems like a good thing. We can probably figure it out logically.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, do we see the corpse pile?
Shit, yes, you should be able to see it from here.
Well, we could probably make a pretty educated guess. If we'd gone to this hex, there's no way we'd see the corpse pile.
Right.
So there's a possibility that we went to this hex, and the corpse pile stayed still. We know it usually takes 2 days to move, and it just moved there. But the keyword is usually. It's also possible that we entered this hex, and the corpse pile moved. However, we have entered this hex many times before. So many times that I'm considering naming this hex the, like, oh shit, run away hex or something. Because every time we come here, something bad happens.
Do not go here hex. Yeah. Well,
So the veil of misfortune.
I will tell you that you see the corpse pile to your southeast.
Southeast, you say?
Yes.
So this would make sense, but we could also be here and it could be here. So we're still looking at one of these two squares, right? Hexes. Now, that gives us a couple of interesting choices, but we can figure this out. If we plan to move one square to the north, then we'll either arrive in mapped territory or we won't. If we don't, we can just head to the southeast. So I figure we head north, which also takes us away from the corpse pile. We can figure that out.
Yeah.
Okay. But before you can travel again, I think it is time for camping. Short rest, I believe.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone need a potion?
Bort, with that roll there, you can mark 1 success towards stopping being diarrheaed.
Cool.
Lucas, you need a save for infection, and so does Quarandir.
There wasn't any mapping done today, so I am going to be determined not to get an infection.
Okay.
Does a 12 do it?
No.
Alright.
Okay, we'll deal with that in a moment. So did anyone have any short resty things to do? It looks like everyone's more or less full on health.
Bolster make sure his
Did
hat's
that
sticking together.
perception roll counted to the whole diarrhea thing?
You know, it probably should have, but I forgot, so no.
Wait, didn't we fix that?
No,
Right,
Bort
right.
didn't
no.
tell anyone that he had diarrhea.
Okay.
Yeah, Bort's keeping it secret until he shits himself in combat and has
Hey,
to.
Bord, what was that
commit.
horrifying smell when we were on the boat, sir? It was worse than the swamp.
Since we weren't doing any like mapping or anything like that, and we're doing downtime, can I do a gather food survival,
I think that wouldn't that have been.
or was that already done?
You were navigating,
I
unfortunately.
was navigating.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. This is the day you got lost.
So this is a
my bad.
silence problem.
Yeah.
But we usually do that in the mornings. We already did for this trip, I believe.
So morning comes, new weather, clear skies. Lucas, as you awaken, you have a bit of an earache in whichever ear you like better. And
What kind of question is that? Which ear do you like better?
I mean, I have one that's preferred, but that's just because I'm lightly deaf in the other one.
yes,
Fair enough.
His middle ear.
So
Is it a particularly annoying earache, or?
not the pain isn't the worst. It's just kind of like you know that pressure of like an ear infection, but you are completely deaf in that ear.
Well, that seems like something we shouldn't necessarily blow magic to fix just yet. Lucas will mention it, tell people that he's got an ear infection, but it can probably wait until we make our way back to Clink.
Are any of us familiar with the earworms?
Very, very possibly. Billsticker is like trained in medicine or something. He is, in fact. Billsticker, you want to take a look in Lucas's ear?
Okay.
Um,
And presumably, if anyone else is, you know, a swamp person,
mhm,
such as the people who are swamp people.
yeah. Yeah. Whoever would know to look, when you look in Lucas's ear, this isn't an ear infection. He's got a parasite. It's an earworm.
Yeah, you got an earworm, Lucas.
Oh, what's done about earworms?
It's gonna crawl in there and eat your brain stem. What's it
Unless
gonna do?
we...
You can pull it out, but it'll cause a lot of bleeding.
Yeah, well, we can pull it out. It would cause you to, you know, bleed everywhere and attract more earworms, and then we'd be up to our ankles in earworms, and they'd
Here,
turn
I
into
thought
ankle
Phil
worms.
Sticker would want him to bleed everywhere.
Well,
It has to look like an accident.
if I pass out, this is the potion to feed me, Lucas would say. pointing out the better potion that we'd best get this done with.
I'm assuming there's something that lay hands would not fix.
I don't know if lay hands works on parasites, but
No,
I'm guessing no.
can you maybe, do you have like a sleeping potion that I could, drip in your ear or something?
No?
Oh wait, does anyone have hard liquor?
Yeah, of
Could we,
course.
yeah, we could drip some hard liquor on it and get it
Well,
drunk.
I'm not really sure how Jason's brew would react when poured into an ear canal. But you're welcome to try.
I think
Oh,
we
God,
just
that's-
I think we just remove it and you give me the potion. And we should do it quickly.
Do no harm, do no harm. I've got to do this right.
I do have soap.
Yeah.
Uh,
There are safer ways to remove a parasitic worm. They usually involve knocking it out or making it suffocate.
I mean, if you're really desperate, Bort does have brewing stuff. He could probably brew up.
I mean, if
Something
we're that
that would
desperate,
be-
I mean, I do have alcohol on me. It's just that it's the hallucinogenic stuff.
Is this actually going to help at all using alcohol
yes.
or something like that, or is this just
I thought it was a good idea. I was going to let him if he used the alcohol, I was going to let him make a medicine check to remove it without causing damage.
all right?
Okay.
Or alternatively, does the healer's kit maybe have some kind of, ointment in it that I could smear over the ear to make the thing come up for air or something? Rather than making Lucas's ear hallucinate and he keeps hearing voices. Actually, you're right. That's probably better. Okay, give me Jason's brew.
I'm gonna hand him a bottle of it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Give me a okay. Yeah, you already made the roll. That's good enough. So you have Lucas lie on his side, and you pour some of the brew into his ear, and well, that feels a little weird, but and probably burns a bit, Lucas. But you get your very small tweezers from your healer's kit, Filstiger, and once the worm is thoroughly sloshed, you get in there and you pull it out, and it doesn't put up as much of a resistance, and you're able to remove it without tearing out Lucas's eardrum, and ruining him.
Man, I am gonna have to get some more of this brew because it has been far more useful than I ever would have expected.
Mm-hmm.
Filstiger offers the earworm to Lucas as a prize.
Balearica will eat it.
Balearica gets drunk and hallucinates.
So later,
So have a fun
Balearica's
post
stomach
trip.
bursts open, worms spray all over.
But yes, good job, party. You defeated the earworm without doing an amount of damage that would have killed Lucas at first level. Wouldn't kill him now, but it would have still been an unpleasant experience.
And he wouldn't have gotten his hearing back.
Yes. Yeah. I imagine that's still burned, Lucas, because there'd still be like the wound, and now you've got strong alcohol burning into it. But
I
if
will,
you had
press
a
the
germ
digitating
theory
thing.
of disease, you would also know that would probably be good.
I don't, so I'm just gonna press the digitating clean.
Yes.
Which you could decide if press to digitate also disinfects.
Yes.
I guess.
I don't know, but it's not a big enough wound that I'm gonna make you make another Constitution save for another disease.
He'll keep it very clean through the day.
And
Lister has to come up with a name of a fake city and claim he who became a doctor. So proud of himself.
Mhm. He needs to start demanding that everyone calls him Dr. Shaman Filstiger.
Yeah.
But not witch
I've
doctor,
s-
because I'm a licensed actual physician,
Yes.
and I went to Goblin College.
No, I went to a normal human college. Wait, elves live longer. I went to an elven college of medicine that you don't know about because everything the elves have is secret. That's why there are no elves here.
It was by mail correspondence though.
Yes, I sent mail to a tree. They would send me a patient in the mail. I would treat them and send them back.
All right then. So heading north today then.
Yes.
Do we have food and water found?
Someone can roll survival for doing that. And
Just looking at Silas. All right.
Silas finds food. And Corandir, go ahead and give me a navigation roll to What is wrong with you, Corandir?
You're doing that. You did it. You made it. Yeah, I cannot roll higher than 6 for
Okay.
navigation.
Got
Okay.
one of those undocumented. Jesus.
Use your ranger reroll.
Thank God.
Complete opposite.
Okay.
I critically figured it out.
Okay. So
Oh, I've been looking at this moss upside down.
Wait, you guys wanted to go you guys wanted to go north? I thought you said south.
Oh
Maybe
shit, I've been
got
reading my arm this whole time.
Okay, so
Yeah, moss only grows on the north side, so I figured this head was north.
So you figure out with the critical success, you figure out that you actually were in a mapped area, but you were just in like some part of the swamp that you hadn't mapped as well. And you find out that you were here. And you find that out before you finish your movement.
We were home all along.
Yes. You had just somehow missed this big open space with the ancient battlefield. Which I will actually add to the map. Because more named hexes appeal to me.
Makes it look more explored.
Yes. So, you can continue heading. You can, now that you know where you are, you can stop if you want, or you can move into any of these 3 northward exits. But it's, been like half a day and you're on the north side of that hex, so.
Well, I don't know if we've got time to deal with the Katobla Pass anymore. We kind of got really lost and turned around there. But if we were to go up to this hex and map it, and then map this hex, and then sort of travel down, we could try to grab some of these hexes and head back to Clink. How does that sound to people?
Okay, but we have to come back for the Katobla Pass later.
We will. We'll hopefully have a better expedition next time. This one has gone poorly.
Okay. So, I grabbed the wrong. It's okay. Yes. Later in that day, as you're as you're approaching, as you're starting to think about bedding down for the night, you see up ahead of you a group of about a dozen scumboggles out hunting, and they look over at you, and they see Filsticker with his scumboggle friend hat, and they wave at him.
Filsticker waves back. He's done it. He's finally become accepted without having to actually have cheese.
This hat will save us so much effort, money, and time. It is still hideous.
Well, not that much though, considering we're planning to trade cheese for the shield.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe it's unethical to give them cheese. What if cheese causes them problems in the long term? What if their bodies aren't meant to digest cheese?
They
they
may get
like
gallbladder surgery.
they like it. It's not really our problem.
So, you return to, or you set up your camp for the night, and Filsticker, you notice that there's a couple of scumboggles who are hanging out nearby, trying unsuccessfully to to spy on you.
They're just trying to gather gossip about what the celebrity Filsticker is doing.
That is what Filsticker believes.
When you say
This
they're
is the life
unsuccessful
he's the day.
spying, do you mean that they're doing a bad job of hiding, or they're doing a bad job of actually gathering information?
They're doing a bad job of hiding.
Because there is technically a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they're doing a bad job of hiding.
But they get plenty of information.
I mean, they get whatever you're talking about, unless you decide to drive them off or something. So I guess my question is: does everyone have a problem with the swamp children, listening in on whatever your campfire talking is about?
I mean, I think it's been pretty clearly proven that as far as 90% of us are concerned, it's just they are harmless and they like cheese. So, whatever.
Do they even understand Common? Or Niflbergese or whatever we're speaking?
As far as you know, no, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone you've encountered has only spoken Sylvan.
Alright. Then they probably won't hear anything dangerous.
We just have to have Filsticker and Quarandir converse in Sylvan about nonsense for a while.
Yeah. You know what I like? I really like swamps. Swamps are good.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's just what he would be saying anyway.
One day, you know what I see? One day, swamps from horizon to horizon. I don't know what's past the horizon, but I hope it's more swamps.
The scumboggle spies nod excitedly.
My dream is to see all the towers of Nilfenberg sinking into the soggy ground. The people can still live in them, but they have to be under the swamp.
Okay. I just want to, fight a crocodile. A really, really large crocodile.
Right. Hey, yes, and I need more crocodile blood. So I support this goal. But let's back to talk about swamps.
They got snakes.
Delicious snakes, yes.
Um,
And that firefly right there. Philsticker points at a particular firefly.
Mhm.
And that's about the content of their conversation, I think.
Personally, I think the best part is probably that the normal conversation is almost certainly just about like what's for dinner.
Yep. All right.
But we gotta convince the scumboggles that we're on the right, the right side of things regarding swamps.
So, the next morning, Philsticker, the scumboggles are gone, but next to your bed, you see there is a snake. Its head has been bitten off, but the rest of the snake is still there. Philsticker recognizes it as a venomous snake.
What a wonderful gift. Philsticker dines for breakfast on snake, splits it with Splicter. Hopes no one sees. Though he makes no particular effort to hide it.
Yes. Spilker, while still disguised as a toad, will, swallow half of this snake in one big gruesome gulp.
Yes.
It's a weird frog you got there.
He came from the swamp.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Killjack doesn't know what swamp animals are for the most part.
Just like this.
I assume at this point that he's just being willfully ignorant about the less dangerous of the swamp animals.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. Heavy rain today. Wind and storm. Thunder and lightning. What's the plan?
Very, very frightening.
Yes, thunder and lightning, very, very frightening.
Mapping.
All right. Very good. Then go ahead. Someone can go ahead and roll the survival check for gathering food.
Obey Karandir, since we're not traveling far.
I am looking for food.
Let's see if you roll another one.
Shh.
Not too bad. You get plenty of food.
I'm waiting for my page to refresh. It's being weird.
Okay.
There it goes. I have it back, yay. That's a 1d6, right?
Right. It's 1d6 plus your wisdom modifier, and I believe you get to double it.
Double it.
Mm-hmm.
I found.
Because of your wanderer background.
Yep.
Something like that. Yeah. So that's 6 food, which feeds almost all of the party.
But it does get our food stocks nicely balanced. So that works out fine.
Yeah. So, everyone, I need you to roll perception with disadvantage.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, I'm seeing some good rolls in there. Yeah, okay, yeah, your party is not surprised.
Except for Lucas.
He saw something really interesting the other direction.
Yes. Yes, so while Lucas is sketching an interesting tree formation that will make a very nice landmark for his map, he's very focused on that. In the flash of the lightning, some of you see silhouetted a terrifying familiar shape. Stiltwalkers. And they're approaching you. From the west.
Stillwalkers, I don't remember about these.
Stiltwalkers. Like a humanoid torso with a bird, like a face twisted into a pointed beak like a bird, and from the legs down has been replaced with pikes that they use to walk above the surface of the water and sink your boats. You encountered 12 of them before, and were forced to flee and abandon a canoe.
Right.
Let's see.
Are we in our boats right now, or are we?
You were in your
Okay.
boats. You're in your boats. Some of you beat, a bunch of you beat 15. So in like the flash of the lightning, you can see that there are 5 of them moving in like a V formation towards your boats.
I mean, 5 is better than the like 20 we had before, or whatever it was.
It was 12.
12, still. Oof. I mean, it's not great either.
No.
The question really is, can we beat them?
I mean, we could hurt them enough last time that we could probably beat 5, but the bigger question is, how many boats will be left?
Yeah,
Because they can move fast. I don't remember if you were in here for that session.
I probably wasn't, because I think I would have remembered them.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've encountered the.
Yeah,
Stealthies.
they move. I mean, when they're dashing, they move like 40, 60 feet, something like that.
Far, far faster than we can move.
Yeah.
Well, that
they
asks
all
the other
move.
question: do we have any choice but to fight them?
Probably not.
How many of them are there?
Just 5, but that's still a goodly number.
Yeah.
Do we? We've got camp, right?
I think we've left camp.
Like we've left camp.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
was
are
just-
there?
If we take to land, we won't lose the boats.
Is there land we can take to?
They attacked the empty boat,
That's true.
so
Still, though, I mean, if we're near enough to land, they
At least
punch.
if they.
Well,
At least
but
if they
last time at least they punched a hole through, right? And we were able to patch the hole that they were able to punch through.
Yeah, they sunk the undead canoe previously.
Yeah.
Right.
So we
Uh,
could just go. Are you saying we go for somewhere shallow? So
Shallow.
we can salvage the boats.
Yeah, either shallow or some sort of
Pull them
small
onto
island or
land.
something. Yeah.
And then try to sort of fight them more, less with risking our boats.
Right. I mean, they still hurt. Right. They're not easy, but at least that way we don't risk the boats sinking so deep we can't recover them.
Right. We can just have Bort go down and get them since he's immune to swamp water now.
Yeah.
I say as Bort is shitting up a storm next to us.
As Bort tries not to trust any of the farts.
Well, we should also consider we're not approaching the Corpse. They might not attack.
Right. Oh, yeah, so if
they're
they
coming
start
right
running...
for us.
Oh,
So-
are they running at us?
They're walking towards you.
Oh, maybe they just want to talk.
I don't know if they can talk.
Let's wait until they start running, and then when they start running,
I feel like that's a little
I'll
too
start
late.
shooting. When they start running, they're probably going
Wow,
to be
they are
close
that
enough.
close? Jesus.
No, they should be a little farther off than that. But,
Yeah, if the past encounter is gonna hold true, and they do decide to attack us, then they can easily dash to us from that distance. So we basically have one turn if we get into an encounter to like semi-secure the boats. Hopefully,
Well,
there
if we're
won't
gonna
be
take
one.
any emergency first turn actions, probably be to get the boats rowed ashore.
Yeah, let's get the boats to shore, just so we don't have to worry about losing them.
mhm. You have some land right here to your right, and some here to your left. That isn't far.
The one to the right is probably the better call, except that it's small. I mean, like, ideally they won't attack us, or we'll be able to bargain them out. What do y'all
Right,
think?
well,
The small island that's farther from them, or the bigger one that's closer to them?
I think whichever one's closer for us, because they're probably going to be on us pretty soon.
Well, considering that we're this close to two pieces of land, the water beneath us is probably shallow enough for us to recover them from any.
That is reasonable, yes.
Makes sense. So do we want to get off the boats at all, or do we just want to like stay on them and just not get into deeper water?
It might be easier to just be able. It'll be easier to fight on land anyway, because we don't have to worry about navigating along the boats and all that shit.
Yeah, I would say like get off them and then stand in front of them to protect them. Because like last time they were pretty aggressively like going for boats, even ones that were unoccupied. Like they just flat out hate boats.
Yeah,
as far
well-
as I can tell. So
So what you gonna do?
Bort's going to, whether or not anyone else is doing anything, he's going to like push his end of the boat up to the shore and pull it up. And if people join him, cool. If people don't join him, they're dumb.
Okay. Well, how about this? We'll go ahead and we'll roll initiative. And you guys can all like just have one turn of preparation before shit happens. Okay. So, Silas, you have the initiative.
Yep. So the plan was to like pull the boats up onto land, or are they already as much so as we're gonna get them?
I mean, I think
You can use your turn to pull your boat onto land, yes.
since we've got a turn, I think it would make sense to like get your boat, say, or my boat, whichever one, around towards more the north sides, and then y'all get off, and then we get off, so that we're fighting on land instead.
All
But do
right.
we want to be fighting on different land? We have to make sure that where we get to, we can all get to, right?
Yeah, I was thinking this one.
Yeah, there
that's-
should be enough to pull all the boats up onto that one. It'll be a little cramped, but we could do it.
Well, it's counterintuitive, but this one might also be nice.
Yeah, that one is bigger. Although I'm going first, and I'm not sure I can really like navigate the boat around theirs here.
This one's really close though, so I think we can all get there like within a
Yeah.
turn.
I'll just.
Well, and the other thing is that even though this one is smaller, if shit hits the fan in a big way, and we have to like retreat a little bit, we can go onto the bigger island it's connected to.
No, that's fair.
You know, for maneuverability, and then we go back and fix the boats.
I can't
Even
put
if
the barrels
fixing
in the
them
middle of
means
the boat.
patching them so they barely work, so we can get back to town.
Yeah, honestly, if yeah, we'll hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Filsticker and Spilkter, who is also here. What are your actions?
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Alright.
Probably to the south.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and move your boat then.
Okay. I don't know why you said to the south.
No,
You
no,
mean
no. I meant like the
south
south
of
side.
the island?
Yeah. Not just due south.
There you go. That's correct.
Okay. Kildrak.
Okay. I am gonna follow suit. And I guess like here? Does that leave enough room? Or do I need to angle it some?
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Ixa, it's your turn. Do you have any preparations you'd like to make?
See, the boat looks like it's already in position, so see, they're trying to gauge whether or not they could reach us in their turn.
I will tell you that they're only going to be walking on this turn, so they will not reach you. This was part of me giving you like a turn to maneuver your boats. Right now, they are only doing the slow horror movie monster walk, which means you can never escape. But
I don't know why, but I immediately thought of the Thriller dance.
oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
Well-
everything's been undermined.
All right. In that case, she'll just ready her javelin in case they appear to make any aggressive actions. Then she will make a ranged attack against the nearest one.
Okay. They take a single move action, but not a dash, to close in on you. Moving in there. There. formation. Bort, Bort. What you doing?
Alright, they're definitely coming at us.
Yeah.
Is there like an aim action?
Yes. You
Nice.
you can aim, and then you'll have advantage on your next attack.
Cool. I guess I'll aim my heavy crossbow at the lead one.
Okay. Quarandir, you're in the undead canoe, so you can tell it to move for you.
What's going on? Let's see here.
You want to move your canoe onto the shore here with everyone else?
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to.
And remember, you get to just use a normal move action.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Isn't that what
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah. You just use a move action and the boat will move itself. There you go.
Yep.
And does Quarandir want to do anything with this primary action?
So these things are heading towards us, and we've got a lead, and there's 5 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Claim the first one as prey and fire upon it.
Okay.
So we're not giving them a chance to be friendly, okay?
No. Nah. You sure these things aren't friendly? Well, you know what? If you really want to give that a shot, I'll ready that.
Okay.
It's always possible.
So what are you waiting for? What's your trigger?
Trigger would be the first sign of aggression, as if they perform any type of attack maneuver, and I'll be aiming for the first one, or whatever the lead one is.
Okay. Lucas.
So Lucas
Boat's
will
been pushed
step
down the shore. Yep.
off the boat.
Okay.
He'll call out to them, "Hello, we're friendly." And just in case, he'll cast Mage Armor.
Very good. This weird symbol works for Mage Armor. Okay. So Lucas calls out to them. Silas, it's your turn.
Lucas really needs to learn Fireball, like right now.
Well, Fireball and Remove Curse are likely to be his spells next time he levels up, but...
Alright, good. If we get there, then... I think Silas will... Oh wait, I don't want to be literally on top of Killdrag. I just want him to be standing in the boat, just stepping up into it and kind of holding out his pike to receive their charge. Their very, very slow charge.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Phil Stucker.
Alright, Felsticker scrambles up and hops off the boat to, I guess, go somewhere next to Luke,
Mm-hmm.
since they will very likely be participating in the same manner when the battle starts. If the battle starts, because the Stilt Walkers are probably friendly.
Probably not, but Lucas is friendly. So far, his strategy of just being nice to everyone in the swamp is really paying off.
He'll be readying to cast Hex on the lead one.
Okay. What you want me to do, boss?
You just sit right there for now because I have to use my action for you to do anything because you're too damn slow. Or I have to motivate you to do anything.
Oh yeah. All right.
Sorry.
I've got like powers though.
He repeats Lucas's message in Sylvan. I know, but we're trying to do this in a friendly way.
Okay. Kildrak.
Yo.
It's your action.
Are we still trying to be not immediately threatening?
Well, none of your companions have attacked yet.
Okay. I don't think Kildrak agrees with that, but he's also not going to be the first one to do his thing.
Mhm.
So
No one wants to draw aggro.
exactly. he already had a bad run-in with that blasted redcap. So I guess I'm just gonna ready. I'm gonna ready a javelin throw, or no? I'm gonna ready a and basically, if one of them gets within range and they're being aggressive, then I'm gonna try and I was gonna say it jokingly, but I'm gonna try and cut its damn legs off.
Okay. Ixa.
Okay, I think it's, yeah, she'll just prepare a melee attack. If they close into melee, then, in any remotely aggressive manner, she'll attack.
Alright. Stiltwalker's turn. They charge.
What?
I am shocked.
Right.
This is my surprised face.
Yes. So,
I
as
can't see
they
your
charge,
face.
a number of you have readied actions. Corandir, I believe Corandir was ready to shoot the lead one when he charged.
Yes.
So Corandir can do that. An 11 does not hit Corandir. I'm sorry. Lucas cast Mage Armor. Silas, you had a spear readied.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get that close.
Yep. Would someone with a pike get advantage in this situation?
This feels like a situation that you should, but I don't think that that is replicated in the rules. So, no.
Oh, okay.
Unless there's a special charge-breaking rule that I don't know about. So, alright. Philsticker, you were ready to cast Hex? Oh, that's a bonus action. You were going to do that. And what were you doing again?
Oh, well shit, that's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't have anything else planned to do.
Alright, well then you cast Hex.
Yes.
Let's see. There's no roll, they're just text, right?
Yeah, what ability would actually be useful for me to disadvantage him on?
None of them, because it doesn't affect their combat stuff.
Mhm.
So unless
Does
someone
anyone have
decides to
the
wrestle
ability
one
to
of them,
cause them to do ability checks? Because I remember in a previous combat we did that actually came up with something somebody was doing.
Let me.
If they were to get onto the island, I would use Earthen Grasp, and they would have to make strength checks.
Then he's penalized for strength.
Actually, yeah, because I think ensnaring strike also goes. It's against strength as well.
But the reason you did it before is that the monster was a crocodile that was making
Yes.
strength
Oh,
rolls.
right. Yeah, it
because
was grappling.
those are strength saves, not ability checks. Those are different categories. But
Yes, they have this unfortunate piece of vocabulary in the book.
right. The reason that it was helpful against crocodiles is because I was treating it. There was an opposed strength athletics roll to escape their grasp. So like penalizing their strength is great if someone wants to wrestle one of these guys, but if you're just applying weapons, then not so much.
I knew I should have taken that wrestling feat.
But there are a number of things we do that still cause them to make strength checks, so it's better than any of the other stats you can pick.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
As long as they're not saves.
Yes. So Kildrak, one of them has come up close enough for you to hit with your axe.
Cool. I'm gonna do that thing.
Yep.
The thing open. There it is. No, I'm not.
No, you're not. They all run up. And this one, and the one on the end, steps over and steps into the boat with Ixa. And as it does so, its pike legs punch a hole. It just kicks and punches a hole through the boat as it steps in into it with Ixa.
But that does trigger my weight, right?
Oh yes, you did have one as well.
Yep. And I
It's
hope that
hit.
hits.
Man, someone hit. That's
And I can also trigger Divine Smite on that, right?
Oh yes, you can.
Okay. I don't suppose that does bonus damage against these, does it?
I believe Quarandir told you last time that they had a vulnerability to radiant damage. So you'll roll as normal, and I'll double whatever you deal.
Okay. So they don't take the extra damage for being undead or anything, but... Yeah,
What?
okay.
Do you get like an extra die specifically because they're undead?
Yeah, the damage increases by 1d8 if the target is undead or a fiend.
Oh, well they are undead.
Oh. Oh, that's good to know. So, 11 damage.
11. Doubled to 22. You smite the shit out of that one. It regrets getting in your boat.
I can't do that many more times, though, unfortunately.
Yes. This is why you bring
All you
a
have to
paladin.
do is make them think you can do it more.
So what does it look like when Ixa smites and nearly but doesn't entirely kill this thing?
Imagine she rams her sword into it, and there's a bright, brilliant flash of golden energy.
Nice. Alright, so that concludes the Stiltwalker's turn. Port.
Oh, right, that was their turn.
Yes, because that triggered all your weights from last turn.
Right. Well, I'm going to shoot the Stillwalker that I was aiming at, I guess.
Okay. Which one? You were aiming at the leader, though?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to have partial cover, but okay. You do have advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Nope. That's a
Damn.
miss. Any movement you want to do, or is that your turn?
I guess I'll move up to here and
Into the water?
and get my maul ready or something.
Okay. Quarandir. You have so
Yes.
many targets.
Let's see here. We'll go. What was the one that I shot at originally? Was the lead one? Do you know?
This one here.
That one there?
Mm-hmm. That one right in the middle.
Okay. I gotta shoot through this one, so I'll shoot that one.
Gonna shoot the same one?
Yeah, I'll shoot the same one.
Okay. Nope. 11's a miss. Lucas.
All right.
The
Probably
forces are
not
being
worth.
overrun.
Well, it's not so bad as all that. Probably not worth an earthen grasp, since I don't think the ones out to sea are coming into land. I will shoot the one coming onto land, though.
The one Ixa smited?
Yes.
Okay.
Or not.
Nope. You guys need to, like, roll above 10.
Whatever.
I mean, that would still be a miss.
I am. I'm rolling 11s.
That's also a miss. But, yes. Alright. Unless Lucas has anything else to do, it'll be Silas.
All right. Raging first off, of course, and
Okay.
then what was the little skull for here with this one?
He's been hexed.
Oh, okay. All
Which
right,
basically
never mind.
means he's now, like, he is the target of Phil Sticker's super death magic. Guess I should
You mean
also
the stuff
mark-
that normally turns swamp into more swamp?
Yes. I guess I should also mark that he has been targeted as the prey of Quarandir. This one's been marked, like, all the ways.
All right, then Silas will stab that one as well.
Okay.
It's good to just focus fire as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, 18's a hit for 12
Yep.
piercing.
And then 2 more.
Right. And then 2 more. Yep. So you stab him through the innards. And now he's being ghosted, right?
Yep.
He's got a lot of shit going on in his life right now.
It's really complicated.
Yes. All right. And I assume you're going to hold ground. So
Yes.
So Phil Sticker.
Motherfucker. So I'm gonna assume the 20 hit.
Yes.
And then I did minimum damage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you also do your extra 1d6 from your hex.
Oh yeah. Seven damage.
That ain't too bad. That's respectable. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you show him.
Whoop his ass.
Yeah.
Gradually.
Kildrak.
I think we all know what time it is. Pipes
Is
of
it-
hunting time.
Oh no! Okay.
They're already against the boat, but it means they can't move their legs any closer to the boats, so they can't
Exactly.
kick them.
It's 30 feet, DC 15 wisdom save.
Right. I wish I had remembered what wisdom I gave these things, but I think I gave them a positive wisdom modifier, because they are like smart undead that guard ruins.
Yeah, I think it was positive, though. I don't know
Yeah.
how high it was.
I'm gonna say it's a +2.
Sure.
So I'm going down from top to bottom.
Mhm.
First one saves. Second one does not save. Third one does not save. Fourth one does not save. Fifth one does not save.
Ooh,
This
sucks
is
for them.
looking familiar.
Really, I just wanted to see how many icons get on that.
Yeah. Yeah. So so now they're afraid. So now most of them are afraid. And all right. And I assume you hold your ground.
Damn right.
All right, Ixa,
My boat.
it's your turn.
Try to finish this one off.
Okay. 18 hits, obviously. 10 slashing.
Reasonably sure that does it.
Yep, that does it. How does she kill it?
Alright, so after stabbing it, I guess she draws her sword back and like hacks one of its legs off, and as it falls over, the animating energy departs.
Yep. Yeah. Stiltwalkers now. The top Stiltwalker. It's gonna attack. It's gonna attack Kildrak because it does not fear Kildrak.
Not
Kildrak
yet.
will have to teach it fear.
Exactly. Nope.
It fails to teach him to fear. The number 2. He can't approach, but I guess he can attack. Attack Silas. So he'll do that with disadvantage. 11 ain't gonna hit.
Jesus.
The one who has been marked and ghosted and afeared has disadvantage to attack anyone who isn't Silas, and disadvantage to attack everyone. So it's going to attack Silas with disadvantage. Oh shit! Does an 18 hit Silas?
It does actually.
All right. Then you're taking 1d8 plus 2 damage. You take 7, and your boat takes 1. That boat now has 2 holes in it. Which is a problem because a crafted canoe only has 3 hit points.
Alright, so rounding down it would be 3.
Right,
Because it's a damage type that. Okay.
And the last one, I guess, attacks Ixa. I don't even need to make the second roll for its disadvantage. I know an 8 isn't going to do it. So Bort.
Right, I guess I will maul the one that I am next to.
Go for it.
As per, everything. I don't even know why I bought a whole bunch of different weapons. I've only ever used the fucking maul.
Yeah, crossbow's good to
18
have.
hits.
These things have a 14 AC.
So an 18 hits, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. And that's 11 bludgeoning.
That is a pretty massive hit, but these things have a lot of hit points. Corinder.
Oh, my prey is still standing.
Yes. Fix that, please. $18 hits.
6.
Oh, come on. You could do better than that, Corinder. You stick an arrow in it. It's still standing. Lucas.
All right. Lucas will shoot the heavily injured one covered in icons.
Good. A hit, clearly. And a death shot.
All right. Lucas's arrow plugged it in the forehead. It staggered back, losing its grip, and fell, crashing back first into the swamp with a mighty splosh.
Excellent. Silas.
Yep. Well then, that takes care of the very complicated life Stiltwalker. So Silas turns his attention to the one that's between Bort and Kildrak, while ignoring the one right between himself and Bort.
So the damaged one up there on the top?
Yeah, this guy up here.
Okay. I didn't see if you made a circle, but I think I know which one you're talking about. Okay. 15 hits for 4 damage.
Plus 2 for
6
6.
damage, yes. Alright, you stab him, and now he's been ghosted.
Good.
Bort, your target is now being surrounded by human ghosts.
How ghastly.
But it is Filsticker's turn.
Yeah, Bort.
Filsticker, your hexed target has been dead.
No! I use my bonus action to transfer the hex to my next best.
Your next what?
My next best target, I guess. That second one from the north, next to Kildrak.
The one right in front of
That has a
Silas?
sad face on it. I can't even see Silas. Yeah, that
Move
one
him
in
to
front
the
of
front
Silas.
so you can see him.
Yeah, that one.
The one that Silas's massive barbarian frame is giving cover to?
Yeah, well, okay, fine. I'll shoot the one next to. Oh wait, Filsticker can just move around. He's got these wigglies on his body.
Yes! Yes, he does.
All right, he moves over here. Can he now see between Kildrak and Bort?
I mean, they're like moving around, so like it's +2 cover. For the...
Okay.
Should have just gone for the one in the south, obviously.
Mhm.
But that's Ix's. That'd be mean.
I guess he respects Ix's ability to fight,
Yeah.
but not
He hops over here. He's on top of or under the barrel, I can't tell.
Yeah.
And the hex goes to the one I originally intended, next to Silas.
Okay. That's good.
And then he shoots it with the swamp power from, like, no feet away.
While standing on a barrel and laughing and
Swamp, swamp, swamp! And misses and hits like a bird or something.
he swamps the hell out of that bird.
That bird becomes a turtle.
Turns into a flamingo.
A green flamingo.
They turn green here from eating all the super swampy swamp life.
Yes, even the carotenoids are red. Are green.
Yes.
Swampy place.
Gildrak.
I'm gonna hit it with an axe.
Which one?
No, that's the wrong thing.
Okay.
No, not that one. This
Oh,
one. This
okay.
one. And green.
That was me. I was just suggesting.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit that one maybe with an axe.
Okay. Yes,
I
you
am
are.
gonna hit it with an axe.
21 definitely hits.
And I'm gonna do a mobile flourish against it.
Okay.
Which there.
hmm So you get you do extra damage and
So 1d6, I think.
and you can immediately use your reaction to move.
Equals the number you roll. Okay, yeah, 1d6. And then I'm gonna move it 5 feet back way.
Okay. So you dealt 15 damage.
6,
And you knocked it back. Do you want to move it to this hex or this hex?
Let's go with that hex that it's in now.
Okay.
And I know I can move, but I'm not going to right now.
Okay. Ixa.
Alright, try to hit the other one next.
Sure.
Nope.
That is a 1. Afraid not, Ixa. Okay. So the one that has been ghosted by Silas, but does not fear Kildrak, moves to close with Silas, and attacks Silas. Ineffectually. The other Stiltwalkers, I should have rolled for their recovery from fear at the end of their last turn. I forgot, so I'm going to do it at the beginning of this turn. So this is for the now new top Stiltwalker. He still fears. That also means that he can't do anything, because he can't get any closer to Kildrak.
My plan was a success.
So his turn is wasted as he stands in conflict between must destroy boats, must not get closer to Kildrak, must destroy boats, and he gets locked up in a logical conundrum. And the other one attacks Ixa with disadvantage. And 10 does not hit Ixa.
Nope.
So, Bort, your target ran away. It's a coward. Oh, you got an attack of opportunity on him as he did that, I guess.
Oh,
Sorry, I forgot. I stole that from you.
I guess I'll take my attack of opportunity.
Yeah, go ahead.
12 does not hit.
Right, so, okay. I didn't actually cheat you.
Okay, Board is going to move forward.
Okay.
And it's going to maul the... which Stiltwalker should I maul? I guess I'll maul the one that's still in range of doing damage to the boat, just to, make it less likely to damage the boat.
Okay.
Alright, so... 20 hits.
Absolutely.
That's another 10 bludgeoning.
You nearly kill it, but not entirely.
I'm going to use Action Surge and hit it again.
Alright.
16 hit.
It does.
And that's another 8 bludgeoning.
You remove it from existence. Please describe.
Bort hits it once right on the joint and cracks it, and then swings the maul around and hits it on the other leg on the joint and cracks that one, and it just falls into the water and is unable to move and dies.
Very good. Orendir.
Yes. Well, my previous prey has died, so I
Yes.
must claim a new one. This one.
Alright. Very good.
And I'm firing upon it.
Very good. And you're hitting it as well. All good things.
9.
9. You have stuck an arrow into its side. Lucas.
All right. Lucas will shoot at the one on Ixa.
Okay. Well, alright then.
He does 5 damage.
With a crit. Wow.
Yep.
So amazing. You shoot it in the guts. And then
I
remember,
got it
oh,
right
wait.
in the eye, and it didn't really matter.
Okay. Yes. Oh yeah, they're undead. So Silas, we're on you.
Yep, and you can still stab the one that ran away.
Yep. Technically, it was knocked away by Kildrak. Well, alright, you can crit it then. and get it all covered in ghosts. And,
Is that 18?
18 with your +2 from raging.
Mm.
So you kill it. It had 17 hit points left.
Nice.
Tell us how you killed it with your pike.
I think stabbing it through the chest and kind of lifting it up out of the swamp a bit. So its bladed legs kick a bit. He tosses it off the pike.
And it splashes into the water even farther away. Dead.
Yes. Like all things, it returns to the swamp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Philsticker.
Damn, my target is dead again. My hex transfers to the one remaining Stiltwalker, who I no longer care about stealing a kill of from
Okay.
as I spin my continuously swamping hand upon it, cutting a swath of swamp across the swamp.
A fish gets swamped, turns into like a bottom-dwelling fish on the bottom of the swamp.
Yes, it grows lungs and crawls out onto a piece of mud and then gets covered over with moss and then turns into a dirty, like, plastic bottle or some other swampy.
But you do hit the Stiltwalker and
Yes.
do a fair amount of damage with that 12.
Oh, I've got it actually. As he swings the beam of swamp across the water, it leaves a trail of dirty lily pads.
Oh, don't forget your d6 hex damage, because if you roll a 6, you'll kill it.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, you didn't kill it.
Yes.
But you made it very easy for Kildrak to maybe kill it if you can find a way to get to it.
I don't have any more bonus actions to not do anything with. Shit.
Let's see.
You already used your bonus action.
I know, I just said that.
Oh.
Alright, they got a decent wisdom score, so I'm not gonna try to mock it to death, even though that would be funny.
Join me in the water.
Nah. I believe that I'm able to just kind of go around behind, get on this hex, and whack it.
I don't see why not. As long as you have sufficient movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, yeah, you should be able to do that.
So, like so.
Yeah.
And hit it with an axe.
Don't miss. You
I
didn't miss.
didn't.
Good job.
All right, you can't roll low enough to not kill it. So give us a description as how you end this encounter.
Kildrak, sort of like, I guess half jogs up there, and sort of pulls the axe back like a baseball bat, and just takes a level swing, chopping its legs off of the stilts, making it just fall back into the water.
Excellent. So there you have it. The fight is over. The Stiltwalkers are dead. You find yourself with one boat badly damaged. But
And we're all standing on it.
Yeah.
Lucas,
Well-
get on this boat.
Lucas will start bending it. It'll take him a few minutes, but
yes.
when that's done, we'll finish the mapping for today, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'll be able to burn these bodies in this weather.
Did they have
No.
anything worth looting?
Unless you need a pike and don't mind that it's a pike that is super gross. No.
I'm not a pike user so much, so.
Philsticker picks one up and looks at it and tries to figure out if it would make a good arm, and ultimately decides against it. Although it would be intimidating as fuck, wouldn't it?
It would.
Take their legs.
And he can, well, that's what he's looking at, yeah. And he could always just blast it off again later. But the flesh would all rot off and it wouldn't be as cool. He tosses it back in the swamp.
All right. So, Lucas, give us your cartography check for today.
All right, Lucas is determined,
Excellent.
so he gets that 20.
Yes, you do it. You map this unimportant piece of swamp. No, I mean background layer, copy token, put it there. Aha! You've mapped this hex. Hooray! And you finish your map. You set up camp for the night. Silas, make a con save. And Bort, make a con save as well. I didn't even bother looking up what it was you might get, Silas, because I knew you would do that. with
Yeah, I
your-
figured.
your massive success. And Bort, you survived diarrhea on your own
Cool.
through massive dwarven constitution.
And now we don't need to buy air fresheners
Yes.
for
Well-
that reason.
Yeah, the swamp still smells pretty bad. But okay. Yes. So, short rest. If anyone wants to spend hit die or anything, you can do that. But that is where we're going to end the session for this week. We mapped... Did we map 2 hexes this time? Or just the one?
I think it was 2. Let's look at the map again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we mapped 2. This
Right,
one.
'cause you also mapped Scumboggle Cave.
Yep.
Right. So... Yep. So that's how much XP? It's some amount of experience points.
I think we're like 4
what-
on average now, I think.
Yeah, is the party 4 on average now? What's everyone's
We
level?
might be.
4 for
4.
Silent.
4.
I'm still at 3.
4 for kill tracker.
Or
How many experience did you say we got?
He's
He's figuring that out.
Okay, so sounds like the average level of the party is 4. So for two hexes, it's 500 experience.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not bad.
And how many XP is it to level 4?
I think 3,200, but I could be wrong. Oh.
like 2,700, I think.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
think it's
that sounds right.
2,700?
Let me check.
It's
Yeah,
2700.
2700.
The next level for you.
Okay, I just reached level 4.
How much
Nice.
XP did we get? Sorry.
500.
Cool.
God, the next one's 6,500.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a large number.
It is.
Well, we also get more XP over time, but
Alright.
actually maybe not because we don't get it from combat encounters.
Right. You'll have to go and seek out more dangerous places with more treasure, like maybe those Urcorpse ruins that you just murdered Jasmine for trying to enter and then never did anything with.
Hey, Lucas, they trust you in Nilfenberg, right? There's a lot of treasure there, right? Why don't we go rob Nilfenberg and then come back here?
Because we get
can-
money for bringing treasure
Just-
to Nilfenberg,
The
not away
whole
from it.
No, we'll just take the money to another country. There are other countries,
Spend
I'm
it all
sure.
full.
Yeah. Or we can go to one of your funny dwarf caves.
I might be able to get like unexiled, maybe.
Yeah. Or we could take our canoes and go in the ocean and find one of those weird foreign countries that we don't know about.
No, that's not going to instantly end in us dying.
I can. I've got my ability score improvement. That's.
You do need to take a long rest in order to acquire your level.
Fair enough.
But it looks like you're taking a pretty safe path back, and as long as the corpse pile doesn't get in your way, you should be able to next session.
Alright, cool.
Also, there's no such thing as ability score improvement. It's called a feat.
Sala is
Yeah.
not wrong.
Well, the question is whether I want to get a feat or I want to improve my scores.
Alright, well, that was the session. I hope everyone had fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, if
Yeah, thank you for running.
you're welcome. I was a little
I
tired
will,
tonight, but I think it was an alright session anyway.
Yep.
But if anyone has any feedback or anything for me about the game, I'm all ears. Or eyes if you want to send it as a PM or something later. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording. Thank you, internet people, for watching. Because there might be some, because I looked back and some of our first videos have like 40 or 50 views. So
Oh.
maybe someone will get this far that isn't my dad. Hi, Dad. And hi, other internet people. Say something in the comments if you've made it this far, remarkably. Goodbye.
Secret word.
No, we don't need. The secret word is secret word.
We should,
Tell us
like,
that.
Buy like a $10 like Subway gift card and offer to mail it to the first person who contacts us in the comments of one of these episodes.
Mm-hmm. Maybe so. So far, the only comments we've had is I had a flame war with some guy back in the. It wasn't really a flame war. I'm saying this for exaggerated effect so that people will go back and read it.
Makes it more interesting seeing them.
Yeah, with some troll in the first episode. In the comment section of that. A few days ago, someone else commented on our string of conversations, calling him saying that they couldn't tell if he was a troll or the most arrogant, egotistical person he'd ever encountered.
That's mean.
It was not inaccurate, and he responded that he didn't say anything that was factually incorrect, and invited him to comment, but there were no additional comments, and that's disappointing.
You shouldn't ever say mean things about our viewers, Matt. They are our viewers.
I suppose.
They're
I'm tempted to
sacred.
take great
I
arm.
didn't say anything. I
tempted to
said that
take-
another viewer said that about him.
It's like,
Yeah, I'm tempted to take Great Weapon Master just to become even more scary when everything actually goes right.
It is a good feat.
take Sharpshooter.
No, I think Great Weapon Master is the melee equivalent of Sharpshooter.
It is.
Yeah.
Although it's less good because it only does half of what Sharpshooter does.
Right, so take Sharpshooter. And then
Start
throw
with
your
the
ball
dex
in the
to make-
swamp.
Well, unless you can use Sharpshooter with throwing weapons.
Nah, Bort has the crossbow.
Right.
It would be a
Anyway,
strange
I'll
direction
bounce.
to evolve. But yeah, I'm gonna head
I'll
off. as
catch you
well.
later.
Okay.
Bye.
Good night,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to go. Good night.